why is the black community so optimistic about the election in November? You know, people are not excited. A lot of people seem to be confused about what's going on. They don't know anything about policies. They don't know what's going on with policies. A lot of times they don't even know who implemented policies, who put out the policies that are out there. So you tell them, you can tell them that it was this person that did it, and then they'll believe that. They won't, you know.
Yeah.
So, you know, why do we think that the black community is so skeptical, so optimistic about the upcoming election in November?
Like, we was just talking about social media, and I think fake
plays
news,
a big part. Yeah.
And people just spreading a lot of conspiracy, and the truth doesn't get out there to for us to see what's going on.
And the lie is much better.
Yeah, and because I'm like this, I really don't care what party you're from, but you got to know the truth. And know what you're voting for, because you got to vote for what's in your best interest. And,
a lot of people don't. They vote tribal.
Yeah, and that's it. I don't vote because you understand.
Because I read a party. Yeah, I don't consider myself a Democrat or Republican. I'm more of an independent.
Yeah,
you know, when Chris Christie was running, when John Cusack was running, I listened to what they were saying because they had policies that, understandably, that I could like.
Yeah.
But the rest of those guys, I don't. Yeah. There's no reason for me to even think about listen to what they're talking about. There's no,
Yeah.
I don't understand how people can look at that and agree with some of the stuff that stuff that they're saying is egregious.
Yeah. And that's true.
I don't get it, but
if you're speaking for the rich only, and I'm a middle class guy, I'm not going to vote for you because I want you to see where I'm coming from, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to vote what's in your best interest.
Yeah,
and I think with conspiracy theory and everybody spilling all the lies, and a part of not knowing how the government work is just so much
factor into it. I think, and a big one too. I think that. So the Democratic Party have been told by black people for years that that's what they should vote for. They're the lesser of the two evils.
Yeah.
Which I believe that.
Yeah.
But then they get nothing back in return for your vote. They feel like a lot of these policies that you think should be implemented never get implemented. And that's understandable.
Yeah.
I can understand why people feel that. You feel like every other race is getting bills passed to help them, but black people aren't.
No, that's
true. You saw Asian bills get passed. Bills for Latinos get passed. We don't see any white bills black bills getting passed for black people in America. So I could understand why people feel the way they feel. But that also goes with, I must say that we don't have a majority in the Senate and in Congress, or a supermajority to be able to pass bills. And when you have two Democrats or two Republicans that's going to hold a bill up, can't get passed because you don't have enough people to pass it.
That's true.
And then we have both sides are so tribal. It's always a war. They can't agree on anything. The Congress can't agree on if it's night or day outside.
Yeah. One's going to say night. He's going to
it's daytime. Yeah. So we can't get anything done.
Yeah.
And I hate that. We're at a point where sometimes people, when I hear people say, does it make sense, do they vote? As much as it pissed me off, I have to understand why they're saying that. Because they're not receiving anything for their vote. They feel like they're, because if, let's say you're not on welfare, you're not getting food stamps, you're not getting assistance, and you vote, and you get nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing. At least you're perceiving that you get nothing.
Yeah.
You're not getting a better job. You're not getting. You seeing your community still being tearing up. You're still seeing the police damaging, hurting, and doing stuff in your community to the people. What do you do next?
And then you're gonna tell people continue voting. Vote.
So it's understandable.
At some point, you have to hold people feet to the fire. But there's another side to that too, where what I would like to see is we put everybody that needs to be in power, and then we could hold them to the fire.
Hold their feet to the fire. Yeah.
If they
don't do what they're
if they
supposed to
don't
do,
deliver what they're supposed to do.
You know, I heard Biden say that. Give me a majority Congress and a majority Senate,
Yeah.
and see how much bills I get passed.
Right.
I do understand that. But I do understand why people are skeptical about that, because Obama had a majority House and Senate, a super majority House and Senate, and
Tried to work with them too
yeah,
much.
and did not do what he was supposed to do with that super majority.
Yeah. It's facts.
Played politics, and I felt like that hurt.
Yeah.
It hurt the communities.
Yeah,
it hurt poor people. It hurt less advantaged people by playing politics. But I must say, there's two people running in November. You know, we're not even gonna give people a breakdown of what we feel. We're just gonna say, one has tried to overthrow the government.
Yeah.
One has 80 something charges against them. One has been sued and at sexual assault, all type of things, and still battling court cases.
Yeah.
One keeps falling when he's walking up a step. One keeps forgetting words, what to say when he's talking. One keeps stumbling over words. One is talking to people that's not in the room, as they say. And but one is also passed bills that benefits my community.
Yeah.
One is not just talking that my African Americans. He's actually passed bills that actually help. In the community.
And not to cut you real quick, but and I hear a lot of people say what he has done in the past, but what are we doing in the future? What are you doing for me right now?
What have you done for me lately?
Yeah.
And we talking about two guys that has been some would say egregious to the black community in their past. So telling me that one's great,
and
one's not great makes no sense to me.
Well, you're not even looking at the other one.
So like you can't. It's just baffling to me. Some of the talk that people say.
Seems like the lesser of the two evils.
Yeah, So I will say that one has a cabinet of very inclusive. Good amount of minority people. One cabinet looks like how America looked.
Yeah.
One had white supremacists and white whatever you call it in their cabinet, and one went to pick a cabinet of how America looked. A diverse cabinet of people. And we had a brother Joe Rogan, who they claim is not a racist, had such words to say about a diverse cabinet. I mean, hurt him to his core. He couldn't stand it.
That seems very racist to me.
But remember, you got black guys that swearing to you up and down that Joe Rogan isn't a racist because he married a black woman. Like slave masters didn't use to rape black women.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
And then put him back out and beat him.
And put them out back to slavery. Yep.
But, we see how this is going to go in November, man. I just would like for our people to educate themselves on what's going on. Stop taking words from people in the barbershops.
Yeah.
Stop having conversations with people that don't know what the F they're talking about. And look up stuff.
You got to do your homework. Yeah. Look up facts.
Not facts.
Not stuff.
Not some talking point that you hear your friends or some idiot pushing on social media that you pick up and you now run with.
Yeah. And I think that's part of what was damaging our community.
Definitely.
To make wise decision or
low information people.
Yeah.
Low information, not knowing how politics work, not knowing bills that are passed. Those people hurt our community.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, man, that's it today. Good talk, bro.
All right.
Love how everything roll out. I just hope our people understand the severity of putting somebody in the office that
gotta put,
act like they give a crap
Yep.
about you and don't.
Yep.
And somebody that might, even if they don't give a crap about you, they try to get bills passed for you.
Yeah.
So, you know, we need to understand that.
There's clearly two big difference.
There's a huge difference.
Yeah.
You know?
And you have to pick what's in your best
One's
interest.
selling you bullshit and shoes, and the other one is selling you how we can get America to move
forward.
Different.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly. To move forward, to move different. So, y'all pick. I know who I'm voting for.
Definitely.
So, you know, and I know who will never get my vote. So, you know. But we'll see how all this turn out here in the near future, my brother.